Ask for the truth on behalf of Kendralyn Holt concerning love and financial issues, and ask this in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck for you there, Kendralyn. Place the cards just to the side. And we're going to deal out 3 cards for you, and we're just going to see what comes up on that. Of course, love and finances together. Maybe, of course, there's clearly a reason why you would lock onto both of that, those issues. So what we'll do, we'll deal out 3 cards, past, present and future. In this particular spread, as I always seem to do now, recent past, moon phase behind, about 3 or 4 weeks or so ago. Present, so the recent past influence there, present influence, and of course the immediate future influence, which is about 3 or 4 weeks or so ago, 3 or 4 weeks or so ahead, a moon phase ahead. About 27, 28 days there. Let's establish though what's been happening concerning your love and finance possession or circumstance, as you could say. So what we'll do is we'll just flip this card here nice and slowly, not to disturb its energy too much. And there, as you can see, you've got the element of earth. Earth, of course, is well, grounded. I suppose you've been grounded recently. Of course, the signs of Capricorn, and so that's just the clock. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. There were vibrating just recently. But yes, I would say really, from a relationship or from a relationship and financial standpoint, you were grounded or trying to become grounded in some way. The advice from Spirit was really just to utilise logic, reason and common sense. That's basically it. Being pragmatism, I suppose you could call it the pragmatism card, couldn't you? And maybe that's all you could do. You couldn't really. Of course, nobody's saying that one would deliberately be immature about a situation or anything of that nature, but nevertheless, the fact that you've been sensible about. Realistic, you could really focus. Realistic about your relationship possession based on your financial situation, and knowing that. I suppose some people say we don't have children because we can't afford them, or we don't have this because we can't afford them. I don't get married because I'm not ready yet, and this is the sort of thing you've sort of really been sensible. And maybe the reason that you're not in either in a relationship or in a stable one is because you're not ready for it yet. You're having to be pragmatic, be sensible about it, and not just go with anybody willy-nilly, any sort of Tom, Dick or Harry, and just for the sake of saying I'm in a relationship because all my other friends are in a relationship, and I can join them and join the crowd. I got this sort of feeling as though maybe, from a career point of view, of course, sometimes career women, they tend to live in solitude, don't they? Or they don't certainly commit themselves to any relationship in that sense. Let's just see what's going on now, though. Of course, things can change, can't they? But you've been grounded anyway, and you've been doing the right thing. Although you may have felt lonely, and you may have felt a bit like an outcast, maybe. Either way, you've been doing the right thing. But now, of course, you've got love. Look at that. True love and fidelity right now. So there is. Looks like I'm wrong. It's not very often I'm right and then wrong again, but either way, true love and fidelity. If you're not in a relationship, then clearly there is something. I think there's something. If it looks at this, there's something going on. Why am I sort of getting as though it's not like somebody, like living with somebody or even going out with them, but just meeting them maybe in the career sort of sense, or just meeting them when you do go shopping or when you go out, you'll just bump into them a bit more regular than normal and have a cup of coffee with them or something. There's a relationship going on, but you're keeping your distance. Although this is true love and fidelity in the sense that everybody should be really close together, maybe they are, but I'm just sort of getting this, nevertheless, the darkness in the background there, as though you're sort of trying to keep your distance, trying to remain grounded, trying to be pragmatic about it. Well, I can't really go out with him really because I'm not financially stable enough, because if anything breaks down, at least I've got a backup plan I can support myself if whatever, relying on a breadwinner or something or whatever. Well, I'm sort of getting as though you prefer to be your own breadwinner. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Why I'm sensing that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let's rotate the next card. There doesn't look much hope. It looks as though this reading is done with more hope than purpose on my part, I think, more than yours. But nevertheless, let's just flip this next card over here. Notice how you got the energy of the black cat. That's an Egyptian sort of feel to it, isn't it, there? Just indicating that your luck will soon change, very soon, with relationships and finances. Maybe bumping into somebody with a bit of money. Maybe you know who he is already. Maybe he is being faithful to you already by bumping into him, although it's only like once or twice a week. It's regular, and you bump into him in the cafe after work, or when you go shopping or something, he's always there, or whatever, and something's going on. I get a feeling though something's going on, but nevertheless you've been trying to remain grounded, you've been trying to utilise common sense reason, you've been trying to be logical about it, trying to be grown up about it, pragmatic about it, not building up your hopes, but your luck will soon change, young lady, for between now and the next new moon, or just after the next new moon there, and your luck there, from a relationship and a financial point of view, as you would say, is going to soon change, and it looks as though there's going to be some sort of union. I sense the union is there, really. It's being planned in spirit right now, as you can see, with either, I won't say stalking you, but certainly you're stalking each other then, You're just bumping into somebody, but not being too serious because you don't want to build your hopes up. But those hopes are going to be built up very soon. I want to pull out the next card. I really want to see what's going to happen next. I sort of feel as though this is going to be a positive energy. I really do sense as though this is going to be positive. Am I correct? The energy of the wolf. Well, could I have been more wrong? But nevertheless, the wolf is warning you, beware who you trust. Well, that doesn't make me much of a psychic, does it? In that regard, to that sense of the word there. From your luck changing very soon, next month, between now and the next new moon, then beware who you trust. Maybe this is a warning, beware who else you trust, in the sense you trust him, but just beware where does this come in? A trust issue coming in. Yes, it's nice to have a backup plan. It's nice to bump into more than one man or one potential partner, just in case your luck runs out with one, you've got the other one as backup. Why I'm thinking along those lines, I don't know. It's as if beware who you trust. Is he being faithful for a reason? Is he being true to you for a reason? Is it due to the fact he could be after your money? He could be a bit of a gold digger in the sense he may not have as much as he says he's got. From a financial point of view, and you must beware who you trust on that. Beware that you don't place all your faith in maybe what he tells you about his personal estate. I don't know. Your luck is going to soon change though, of course, and things are going to look up, but nevertheless, when your luck does change, just be careful who you place your faith in. Nevertheless, remain grounded, remain pragmatic, remain realistic. Is this possible, or is this just literally bumping into somebody after work or as I go shopping or whatever this is? Is that all it is? And must I just accept that that's all it is? Yes, my luck will change in the sense, is your luck going to change for the worst? That is a chance. I want to pull another card here because I feel I've been a bit unfair to you, and I just want to just see what energy we've got here. The Wyvern indicating, well, beware of your trust, and of course your secrets will remain safe. Beware who you trust, and then your secrets will be safe. Be careful who you tell, and say, be careful what you say to people here. In other words, mind your own business and assume that they will mind theirs, and if they get nosy, tell them what you want them to know. This is what's coming out here. Maybe he is a bit nosy, wanting to know if you're worth it from a financial point of view as opposed to from a love point of view. He's a gold digger, I think, by the looks of it. So when you are asked questions about this, oh, how much money did you say you got in the bank? We could probably use that and go on holiday with it. Don't tell him you got $1 million, just say you got a few dollars or whatever. Or don't tell him anything. Just say, I think that's my business, don't you think? I'm not at liberty to say so, or whatever. But either way, your secrets will remain safe. Beware of your trust, and your secrets will remain safe. Just be careful what you tell people. Your luck is soon going to change. The last thing you want to do is let everybody know your innermost secrets about maybe bad luck in the past. When good luck is changing, or your luck is changing for the better, the last thing you want to be telling people is basically, or the last thing you want to be doing then, is hanging your dirty washing in public. Especially, you don't know what who they're going to tell, and how it gets back to you from whoever else. You remain grounded. You've been grounded just recently. Remain grounded regardless of who's faithful to you. Let them be faithful to you. Let them prove that they are trustworthy. But nevertheless, beware and be careful who you do place your trust in. And that way your secrets will remain safe. Soon as you let them know, soon as you start letting them know your business, it's nice to share, isn't it? And this is what happens when we go past that boundary. It's nice to share, but some things are to be kept secret, not because we are hiding anything, not because we're not being open, but because it is our business. And that is the key to this. Mind your own business and expect others to mind theirs. And if they start questioning, you can protect your business, and you can protect what is sacred to you by letting them know only what you want them to know. It's not being economical with the truth, it's not lying, it's just respecting yourself and your privacy and expecting others to respect it also. And if they don't, you can impose that privacy or your own privacy on yourself by that. I think we've said enough here. We're just going around in circles now, because I think you've got enough common sense, or you've acquired enough common sense, you've been grounded enough to know that regardless of how faithful the person you're bumping to on a sort of regular basis is, nevertheless your luck will change, and you'll think, oh, that's nice, we'll be able to share a bit more. And it's when they start asking questions and asking you to share, oh, tell me a bit about you and all this, well, that's when you have to be careful, because it's not just about you they want to know about. This is what what Spirit is telling me, and this is I suppose the warning and the dark side of what's going on. But you now know. Forewarned is forearmed, is it not? And for now, these cards have spoken.